Tonight, we're following up on the future of the 2900 block of Larimer Street in RiNo. It was closed to cars during the pandemic to allow businesses to set up dining areas in the street. But now there are discussions to make that change permanent. RiNo Art District has been collecting feedback from customers and businesses. Denver 7's Rob Harris shows what businesses are saying.
There's a lot we don't know about the future of the 2900 block of Larimer Street in Denver, but there's one thing I know for sure. 5 years from now, these road closed signs will not be here. Now that may be because the decision's been made to reopen this block to traffic, but it might also be the case because a new, fresh, car-free concept has been put in place permanently.
So we're sitting inside of a tent that's just right outside of our establishment here at Ratio Beer Works, right on the street.
Ratio Beer Works set up this tented seating area as a way to keep serving during the pandemic. But now, 3 years later, they can't imagine business without it.
Colorado is such an outdoor market. Anytime that you can have this kind of element, it allows more activity. So I think it's better for a business.
Ratio Beer Works is solidly in the camp of keeping 2900 Larimer closed to cars for good, and they're far from alone. The RiNo Art District spent all of November gathering opinions from customers and businesses, with the overwhelming majority saying they want to keep the street closed to traffic. Of more than 2,200 survey responses online, nearly 93% voted for no cars. But not everyone is fully on board.
Hi guys, how are you?
Heaven Creamery opened on 2900 Larimer in late 2021, and for them, the street closure's only been semi-sweet.
I think during the winter, it definitely inflicted our business 100%.
That's why they're hoping the street reopens to traffic at least part of the year during the colder months.
I think during the summer, it's a good idea to keep it closed. You know, starting in like October, it starts to look dead. It just does not even look presentable for it to be closed. It does not make sense. And it inflicts every business here, especially if you serve food or desserts.
A permanent decision on the future of the block is still a ways out. Now that community feedback's been collected, the city's requiring a mobility study to see what the impacts are to traffic flow throughout the neighborhood.
So they're looking to see if this closure could still be successful over the next 3 to 5 years. And if that's the case, then there could be an opportunity to move forward into sort of a future vision where that could ultimately be the permanent version of the street closure.
The RiNo Art District's getting ready to conduct that mobility study, and it's also creating and tweaking design concepts for what a permanently car-free block could be. Less of a street and more of a park.
Those improvements might mean more benches, shade structures, planters, maybe trees and planters, opportunities for art, games, things like that.
For Denver 7,
so there's plenty of options for what can occur in the street.
I'm Rob Harris.
We expect the mobility study on 2900 Larimer to wrap up by the spring. Then the city of Denver could either reopen the street to cars or close it for the rest of 2024 while the discussion continues.